Hey guys, McMo64 here. Welcome back to another video. It is time for episode 3 of RL Update Weekly. Alright, so starting off, we have a tweet from Rocket League. On September 29th, they said, today's update is now available on all platforms, and they have the patch notes. And if we look at the patch notes version 1.83. For all platforms, they have some bug fixes. They say the play menu will now correctly remember the last chosen casual playlist between sessions. They fixed the stability issue for friends lists. And thank you to Bluey, Freaky, Sathy, Sodas, and John Sandman for helping us with the bug. They fixed the issue causing players to load into matches with no opposing team. I actually had that in my first 2's placement match. And then they made it so the tournament reward summary will no longer appear in front of your bracket when waiting to play in the finals. The accolades sometimes appeared as 0 in the post-game screen. That doesn't happen anymore. And game bans now display the correct associated chat logs when applicable. We have another tweet from Rocket League. On September 29th, they said, need boost? SunlessCon is teaching boost basics and going supersonic in the latest Rocket League 101 video. And they actually have a few of these on their Twitter page. They're really cool and useful. Shout out to RL Zeke for editing these. They are insane. And Sunless also did a great job. Moving on, we have a tweet from TOX. On September 25th, he said, can't play the rest of the RLCS regional because I said a swear word in team chat in the private match to my teammate to tell him how to spell the word. 72-hour ban for that. So this was September 25th, which was Wednesday, the day before the third European regional, which was Thursday through Sunday. So he couldn't play in the regional that his team had qualified for because of his ban. Now, I think this is a pretty hard ban. Once the game was released on Epic, the auto banner has gotten pretty bad. If we keep looking, there's actually a response by Sonic's Devin. He says, the ban on TOX is justified. We reached out to him, confirmed what was said. The ban will not be lifted. I've mentioned this on the main Rocket League subreddit in the past, and I'll repeat it here now. Just because someone posts on Reddit or Twitter that their ban was issued under false pretenses doesn't mean they're telling the truth. No players above the terms of use and code of conduct, and the same applies to pros. Suggesting that pro players be exempt after breaking the rules sets a poor example and bad precedent. I do think it was really unfortunate timing for what happened, but the ban is deserved, as said by Devin. People just need to be careful what they say in game chat. If they want to say curse words or talk about things like that, they need to just say it outside of the game, or not say it at all. That would be even better. Tox responded to this tweet by Jazer. Great timing, same case as mine, as I said the word itself, but without any bad intentions. So Jazer got banned for 72 hours because he said this in chat. He wasn't even saying it to another person, he was just talking about someone that said it to him. So I guess be super careful when talking in chat, guys, because the auto banner is pretty rough. And if we keep looking, his teammate tweeted, honestly, I still can't believe what happened today. I'm very amused by people who speak without knowing, but I'm not surprised either. They need attention. Ashamed to leave the regional for a decision of this type. Very frustrating. Everything. This is actually the coach for Vodafone Giants, not one of the players. And if we look on Wikipedia, we can see that the team is Steak, Zanway, and TOX. So TOX was banned during the last regional, so they had to play with another player. Moving on, we have an old org coming back into the Rocket League scene. We have a tweet from Ghost Gaming. On September 30th, they said, we are excited to announce our return to RL Esports. Welcome to Ghost Gaming. Lion Blaze, Freshness, and Luke, which is the Omelette roster, and we can see on Wikipedia on September 30th. Ghost Gaming returns to Rocket League Esports, acquiring Omelette with Luke, Freshness, and Lion Blaze, with Paco as their manager. And now we have a tweet from Wikipedia Rocket League, and they say on September 30th, hello, we're here to tell you to vote in the Esports Awards. Vote for Chrome as Coach of the Year, and you can vote between Sipical, Fairy Peak, and JNAS for Players of the Year, Rookie of the Year between First Killer and Joras, and Team of the Year, Space Station, Rocket League. And do it all for Rocket League Esports. It would be really cool to see Rocket League coaches, players, and teams win this. Now moving on, we had actually a whole European regional this week from Thursday to Sunday, so we'll go over that, as well as the grid finishing off for Europe and North America with week 9. So let's start off with the European regional. We have the top 8 teams were Top Blokes, Endpoint, Galaxy Racer, Barcelona, BDS, Dignitas, and Renault Vitality. and for the first regional, Team BDS didn't make it to the finals. They still performed pretty well, so now we have Endpoint and Vitality in the finals, and Vitality took it 4-2. And moving on to the grid in Europe. The top place team in the grid is Renault Vitality with a score of 993. They won 3 different grid weeks in week 3, 5, and 7, with the second place going to Giants, who won weeks 2 and 9. Their total points 982. So these top 9 teams are qualified for the next season of the grid, being Renault Vitality, Giants Gaming, Oxygen Esports, Team BDS, Top Blokes, Team Liquid, Triple Trouble, Guild Esports, and Galaxy Racer. And a match will probably be played between Endpoint and Barcelona, as their point scores are tied, or they will figure out some way to determine which team will qualify. But one of those teams will qualify, and the other one will have to go through the Winter Grid EU qualifier. So these teams down here will all have to do the qualifier as well. We can see that the top team, Renault Vitality, can qualify for the EU Major as the grid wildcard, even though they have already qualified from regular season placements itself. And now going over to North America, we can see that the grid wildcard is G2 Esports, and they have actually qualified from regular play as well. So G2 Esports won the grid week 2, 6, and 7, and their total is 1133 points. Then we have NRG in second place, who won the last 2 grids, being weeks 8 and 9, and their score is 1122 points, so they actually almost caught up to G2. And then we have Space Station Gaming right below them, who won grids week 1, 3, and 5, and their score is 1053. So the teams qualified for the next grid, being in the winter split, are G2 Esports, NRG Esports, Space Station Gaming, Team Envy, The Peeps, Rogue, Kansas City Pioneers, Pittsburgh Knights, Susquehanna Sonics, and Version 1. So the teams that will have to qualify for the winter grid are E-United, Omelette, Alpine Esports, Xset, Plot Twist, and Charlotte Phoenix. That's all the talking I have for you guys in this video. Now enjoy some highlights from this past week's European Regional. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.
He ends up winning this touch. Relating Wave had to turn around, but nobody from Guild is coming to challenge. Again, waiting on the backboard for something to happen. And the only thing that's going to happen if Guild just plant themselves on the back wall is that they're not going to be able to jump off. They got stunned, and you get scored on. No one's challenging Endpoint.
It's the prediction again. Guild can't figure out where Endpoint want to go with the ball.
Edelweiss out of the midfield, gonna have to recover here fairly swiftly. Throw to Nolly, left side into the goal. Guild will bring it all the way back from 1-3 down and win in OT.
And you called it a cheese. They're going to have to recover quickly here. And again, coming from the sidewall or from the top of the net. And that's such a tough save to make, and a great touch by Noli.
And a win for Solary would be massive. They'd have 3 match points. Oh! Well, he's pretty to go through, but Monkey Moon has just levered this with an outstanding flip reset.
Oh, you joking? He flew behind that ball. He didn't turn his car upside down immediately like most players will these days. You know, the reset is usually something you can see coming, because as soon as a player will jump up for an air dribble, they turn their car around and the entire defense panic.
Cooks her back pass to Speed. Rizex gets the ball popped over him. Speed, another tap. Boost for another. Flip reset from Speed, and Cookser steals the thunder. But what a play from Speed.
It's the way he's using his boost. So efficient. Again, he gets down to 0 boost and hits the final shot. Speed is a monster in game 1, resulting in 0 boost. The dude had to use every ounce.
Let's go a little bit more direct. See if Fairy Peak's got a mistake in him, and it's actually worked out so well.
Wow.
Cooks it, changes it up, and it unlocks the door.
Beautiful from Team Liquid. They don't need to panic yet. They just got to keep doing what they're doing. They are creating more chances than Vitality. And look at that passing. Once again, Team Liquid utilizing the full width of the pitch to their advantage. And there's a long, long time left in this game for them to work with.
And they are very lucky to not see that one going in, as Kidup's going to keep this going. We're not getting a chance to breathe. And neither are Team Liquid.
Triple tap from Kidup. 1 into the ceiling, 1 into the backboard, and 1 into the goal. And we're looking at Alpha 54 to just make something incredible happen. Get Vitality in the lead. He's so often the man to do that. But Kidup, with a huge play, makes it all the way past the Team Liquid defense by himself.
Not one of them.
And this is going to turn into a boogeyman team for this season for the looks of it. But unless Alpha can come through with a crucial 0-second goal.
K-Dop uncontested. Mark was flat-tired. He couldn't reach that challenge in time, and you cannot allow K-Dop to shoot from that distance. The fact that he's hit the post has actually helped his team there.
Backwards, back pass to Ronicky.
What's he got? What's he got?
Flip reset, Ronicky! The flip reset to give Barca hope in the series.
He's a giant snowball right now coming down the hill. This is what we were talking about. He got the first 2 goals in this game. He's confident. He goes for the flip reset.
Will get the clear. Astral. Finesse. The double tap. Oh, Astral. They're already down, but he gives him one more kick.
I mean, you know, if you got a chance to score a double tap that's gonna look that pretty, you gotta do it, you know? Used everything in the tank as well, really squared that ball up as it came over his shoulder.
Stay with Nolly. All 3 are going to have to be providing assists, saves, shots, and Alpha providing shots of vitality, getting us even.
He is just so good, is Alpha. Look at the finish. Look at the speed he goes for that ball. He's already his trajectory is already set by the time the ball bounces off the wall at a tough angle.
Doing off the ceiling to get that interception. I was watching his perspective. He saw and predicted the clear out. And K-Dop, again, okay, I mentioned his name. He got that insane interception in the midfield, and then he goes on to do this.
One of the greatest players to ever grace the pitch of Rocket League will have that beautifully fall back right to him, catching the entire BDS defense out, and it's completely unraveled for BDS.
Holding too much pressure. We've seen a lot from BDS, but also a couple of good looks from Vitality. Definitely the first game. Fairy Pig off the corner. I can't believe he read this and set himself up beautifully.
A great challenge when it started from K-Dop, and Fairy Peak just had the pre-flip. No, he had the read as soon as he touched the ball.
Wow.
Fairy Peak knew exactly where that was going as soon as he got the touch. It was an immediate pre-flip. He's like, all right, I'm sailing. That ball is right into my bumper.